Now we head back overseas. People in Ukraine are still trying to flee the country as Russia's attack continues. They are having to use subways as bomb shelters there. President Zelensky took to Facebook to say he's Russia's #1 target and his family is #2. As the news of the war in Ukraine has reached America, a local organization says they are concerned about the potential impact on the mental health of people who may be vulnerable. Karen Aguilar tells us more. Karen?
Greg, the clinical director for volunteer behavioral health tells me anxiety is skyrocketing among some of her patients. She says veterans could be dealing with PTSD and has advice on how to minimize the impact of triggers. Throughout the country, news of Russia's invasion into Ukraine floods Americans' TV screens, newspapers, and social media. Mental health experts say the potential of nuclear war has impacted our mental health. Veteran Bill Norton is worried about where this war will lead. He was in the trenches of Vietnam.
I don't wish it on anybody. I don't think I'd love to see it never happen again. I would have thought that we were beyond just total takeover of another country without being provoked.
Norton says the perils of war are long-lasting.
I had 3 brothers. We were all in the service, 3 in the Marine Corps, 1 in the Air Force. 1, unfortunately, was killed in Vietnam, my youngest brother, and my other one was wounded.
Already in Ukraine, reports show dozens have already been killed and more than 100 are wounded. These events are triggering for veterans and those watching.
We would be heightened as far as what could happen next and what the ramifications would be to us and our families.
Beth Walser, the clinical director for volunteer behavioral health, advises people to tune out the news if their anxiety rises.
Just keeping focused on what you do have control over.
And she says, don't assume the worst. Live in the moment. She says if people still feel triggered, they can get additional help.
Making sure that they are not feeling isolated, that they're talking to people. Mental health professionals are available. Call the VA, or if not, there's community mental health centers that are available to talk to.
If you're struggling during this crisis, you can call 423-756-2740. Reporting live in the studio, Karen Aguilar, Local 3 News.